So here I am at this place, and I'm very much in the beginning of an exploration. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'm really looking forward to a real deep exploration this time, with many videos and many themes to explore. And it doesn't really matter where I begin. I'll probably be circling around the same subjects many times. So, I could really just begin anywhere at any point which seems interesting to explore. And this whole journey has many different purposes and can be valuable in many ways. Among them is to see what's possible in terms of using the format and the process of walking in very wonderful places as a tools to expand the mind and combine this with a journey of the mind where one tries to clarify concepts and understandings and develop ideas. See if it's possible to reach a kind of deeper understanding of some of the themes that are most interesting. So what is most interesting? Well, the general impression, first of all, is that all of this is taking place in space. And this is a theme that I've reflected upon a lot before in previous experimental audios and also some videos. And that is the theme of the relationship between language and physical space, and what you can call events in space and general activity. And it's very clear that all words which are being said are always said within a context, and they are always expressed in space, and they partake in the events in space, and they are always psychological events and experiences of human beings who are operating in space. And this video here is another example. I'm saying these words, you're hearing certain sounds, and if you're looking at the video, you're also seeing certain visions and colors and shapes. Somewhat similar to those that I'm seeing So this verbal journey is taking place in space together with all of the rest of the things which are happening. And I just keep coming back to this. It's one of those things that people don't talk so much about it. And when you talk about it, it almost sounds trivial. It's so obvious that it's almost like it's not even worth mentioning, but at the same time, my general impression is that it's a very underestimated fact, and that it's so easy to take any group of words, some kind of statement or expression, and interpret that expression within the context where I am currently at, without really considering that the same expression has a very different meaning in a different context, considered by a different person. So this all relates to communication between people, where it seems to be a tendency to always interpret whatever you hear or read relating to your own experience. You relate it to the experience you have when you are hearing or reading it, and also the memories of previous experiences. And in one sense you can say that all of the memories of previous experiences are kind of a part of the experience you're having now. The thing which is a little complicated is that if you don't know what experiences the other person is having in relation to their understanding of the same kind of words or ideas or concepts, if you don't know their memories and their associations and what they relate with it, then it's very easy to just misunderstand it and mistakenly think that they understand the same words in the same way that I understand them. Whereas, in fact, they understand it in terms of their experiences. And while there can be a lot of similarities, which there obviously is, and that's what makes language a relatively useful tool, there's also some very great differences, and those differences are usually invisible because we don't have access to the actual psychological experience of the other people with whom we communicate. Now, this is especially the case with digital communication, because when we read words on a screen, or even as in this case, to a somewhat lesser degree hear words expressed on a video, there is in any case a great deal of context which is missing. And when we especially don't even see the person, or we don't hear their tone of their voice, and we are unaware of their surroundings, then the impression we get is maybe totally different from the impression they are trying to convey. So all of this is closely tied to the general problems of communication between people. And since communication between people has such an incredibly large practical importance, this is also why I think this observation that language is events which happen in space is also an observation with practical importance. It seems highly relevant. A lot more relevant than looking at a dictionary and trying to find any answer there as to what this or that expression means. The philosopher Wittgenstein who said that the meaning of the word is in its use. That's kind of what I'm talking about here. The meaning of the words are always in their use. It's in the whole experience of the person using it, the place and the circumstances and the associations and the intentions and the whole atmosphere around which the word is being spoken.